Black maternal mortality is at an all-time high at this time. Janelle Green Smith, a nurse practitioner from Charleston, South Carolina, unfortunately lost her life during childbirth. Wow. Thankfully, her baby is still here. She unfortunately is not. The irony in all of this is that she was actually a midwife. She had already delivered 200 babies, fought so hard to ensure that overall pregnancy experiences for women, but specifically Black women, was at the highest level, where we're successfully birthing the children. The mothers are intricately cared for. Their health concerns are addressed and considered, and that women do not get swept under the rug with the pain, discomfort, and negative experiences that happen during childbirth. The healthcare system is not designed to support African American women during their pregnancy phase of life. I see videos all the time of women explaining that they had certain pains, discomforts, or negative or adverse reactions to the actual birth of their child, and the nursing staff or the doctors did not pay them any attention. I also have a lot of videos where people are very vocal about the fact that their nursing and medical staff did a great job of addressing their concerns and did not make them feel less than crazy or unaddressed concerns. I appreciate both experiences, but I think we need to highlight the fact that African American women are losing their lives during and or post childbirth because of the negligent care that's being provided to these women. It blows my mind that this woman has spent so much time fighting for safe deliveries for Black women, and she unfortunately lost her life during it. Now, I don't know the details of why, but there's no coincidence that she's a midwife that fought the same fight, and now she is an African American woman who has left a baby earthside after birthing her. There are lots of different stories that I've heard of my personal friends. Did you know that you could get preeclampsia post birth of your child? No idea. One of my friends had a very traumatic experience that way. Did you know that you could literally wake up in the last couple of weeks of your pregnancy with preeclampsia, never having any signs of it? Did you also know that there are those other things where like your cholesterol can spike? The other thing that makes you really itchy, I don't know what that's called, but it can kind of pop up at the end. Is that cholestasis or something like that? That could pop up at the end and cause issues. There are so many things that happen while you're pregnant that literally go hidden under the radar. Did you know that during pregnancy, there is a little cyst that can show up in your uterus? Most often when you birth the child, it goes away. That actually happened to me. I had no idea. Did you actually know that oftentimes what could be considered a miscarriage is your body indicating to you that the baby's blood type might not be compatible with yours? I am in an interesting scenario where my baby's blood type is not compatible with mine. And in a normal situation, my body should have fought that off like it's a virus. These are things that were not explained to me, and I guess they didn't know that until the baby got here. But indicators of that being a possibility is you being sick your entire pregnancy. I was not sick. I had no complications. I literally did not find this out until the nurse said to me, "Oh my gosh, did you know that you and your baby don't have the same, you don't have blood types that are compatible?" No idea. I didn't even know that was a thing. I learned so much during my pregnancy, but the honest truth that I could give you is I didn't learn enough about the complications and possibilities of things that could go wrong. In my own birth, I had a healthy birth up until the 4 hours of me pushing did not progress the way I needed to. Was my cervix long enough? Yes, it was. However, they always talk about the length of it. They need to start talking about the width of it. I did not know that I had a narrow birth canal. And because of that narrowness, my baby was not able to progress, which forced me to have a C-section at the very last minute. In addition to that, you have a C-section. There are a lot of things that they don't make you do. Old heads will remind you that if you had surgery, you couldn't leave the hospital if you didn't go number 2 and have a bowel movement. That actually is not true now. I did not have a bowel movement for several days after having my baby. I was severely constipated, just to put that in perspective. That could have been problematic for me. Another thing is, when you have a C-section, the possibility of you having blood in your urine is a real thing. I had it for an extended period of time. If it did not subside, there could be other issues for that. The days following my C-section, one day I woke up and my feet felt so heavy and almost numb. They were swelling. There's the possibility of fluid retention, or your blood pressure could be high. Neither of these things were actually ever followed up on. I contacted them. They told me elevate my feet, monitor my sodium intake, check my blood pressure. My blood pressure wasn't high. It was just a fluid thing, I guess, from the surgery. I don't know. Or let's talk about how I didn't have any midpoint checkups. I literally left the hospital. I did not have a checkup until my 6 weeks. I guess maybe if you don't have any issues, that's fine. But you're telling me that you just cut me wide open and you don't feel like you need to check on me? Women, Black women specifically, we're going to have to fight for ourselves, because having these precious babies is costing us our lives. And who's going to raise them?